Yeah.
and you already have more teams in more markets than two of the team sports that are above you, I don't know, man.
That is a tough one. I guess when you put it that way.
Especially when there's so many NHL franchises that are currently struggling.
Then move Arizona here.
Holy cow, have things changed over the last 2 weeks when it comes to the last time we talked, when the state of Utah approved $900 million for an NHL stadium for a hockey team to come here. It was you who mentioned, well, why don't they just bring Arizona up here? Sure enough, here it is not even 2 months later, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Ba-bam.
First of all, by the way, so Millers, what are we doing? Big League Utah, what are we doing? Ryan Smith gets involved. He puts it out in January that he wants to bring an NHL here. And then 3 months later,
taken care of.
We have a team coming next year.
Yeah.
What is taking so long? There are just as many bad baseball franchises that need to be moved. Come on, Millers. Let's get to it.
Don't make Ryan Smith get involved in this.
Don't do it. So before we broke the video, there was talk about that the Arizona Coyotes were looking to relocate. Now they were going to relocate to Tempe. That fell through. And for the last couple of seasons, they've been playing in Mullet Arena, which is on the Arizona college campus, right? Playing in Mullet Arena. So there's only about 4,600 seats there. Once the Tempe thing fell through, they were going to purchase some land outside of Scottsdale, right? Just on the other side of the road. And they were going to bid on a land there. So they're going to be playing in the Mullet Arena for a couple more seasons, while they build that arena out. The mayor was not on board with that. He made some comments about it, saying, you're going to do it without our help. And that ended up being something about the fact that he didn't want the enter and exit to this facility being
right
into his county, causing traffic. So he backtracked that a little bit and had them redo the rendering. And then he was in full support of it. Meanwhile, the NHL is saying, okay, we're had enough of this. This is one of our franchises that has been there since 96. We need to take care of this. So
we've done what we can do.
We've
given you plenty of chances to pull this thing out of the ground, to find you a stadium.
And since then, in January, it has been that Ryan Smith has put his flag in the ground saying, I want to bring an NHL team here. We're investing X amount of money here. We have the state is offering $900 million to build an arena downtown, whether it be renovating Delta Center or building a new arena. I don't think we have any new news on that at all. That's still the same, right? We don't know.
Yeah, they haven't really updated it. They just into the next step to say
one arena, man. I think they're just going to remake one arena and have them both there, which I don't agree with.
I think you have to redo that whole district though, because the problem around where the Delta Center is, it's just a bunch of random buildings next to each other. It's not like you've been to other major cities. Like
it's like
it's a district, right? Like you can walk up to the arena. You can
the
go
Battery
grab food
in Atlanta.
Yeah, you can go get food and then walk up a main walkway into. It's almost like the Gateway Mall downtown leading up to the arena.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like the Gateway and then the arena, and you got to cross the street. But like it should all be one area.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't need to be. I don't know. I still say they need 2 arenas because it'll help with the Olympics in 2034.
It absolutely will.
So I think it would be 2 arenas.
I just don't know where they would put it because they want to keep it downtown.
There's plenty of land out there.
Yeah, not if you're going to keep it downtown though.
What's going on with the Salt Palace? Are we still doing something with that? Like, is that really a thing? Is that just a giant convention center people are using?
The All-Star game was there.
Well, yeah, part of the All-Star.
The All-Star game, like festivities were there.
Yeah,
this is huge. By the way,
wouldn't that just be easier to put that in, make that
tear it down,
make an arena there, and still have
game over?
I'm just saying. So that basically, now we have an ownership group. We have state money in place. We have an ownership group that wants an NHL team. The NHL then says, okay, we're done with this scenario in Arizona. We're not going to hang our hopes on a land grab that you could potentially bid for and have to wait more time for this. What we're going to do is we're going to buy the team back from the owners, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and sell it to Ryan Smith. So, and anyway, it's between that whole scenario, there was 2 schedules released where they released a schedule for the Coyotes playing in Arizona and the Coyotes playing in Salt Lake City. That got leaked to the press, and then less than a couple days later, they fast-tracked that to basically saying, okay, this is going to happen. It's not official. We're going to tell the players. And then the night before, after one of their second to last games, they did tell the team that we plan on relocating to Salt Lake, and they're all going to come down here sometime this week to check it out and see what that is. And then, so basically the Coyotes are going to be here as early as next year playing in the Delta Center. We have an NHL team here in Salt Lake City as of next year.
The NHL's Board of Governors is expected to vote to approve the relocation as soon as April 18th.
Honestly, dude, I'm in love with this idea, dude. I absolutely love this. Ever since this whole thing started ramping, I'm like, oh, dude, we're gonna have hockey here. We're gonna start covering some games. I'm actually quite excited. I think this is gonna be an awesome thing to have an NHL hockey team here in Utah.
I'm excited, dude.
I am so excited.
I really want an MLB team though.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a longer play. We have one thing that's kind of a negative on that. The state of Arizona had all major professional sports there. They had a baseball team, they have a basketball team, they had a football team, they had a hockey team. Well, they've lost the hockey team. So
their football team sucks.
Also, the Arizona Diamondbacks, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. They're possibly considering relocating that team if the city doesn't pony up the money to renovate the arena.
I think the good news for us, though, is we've got multiple billionaires ready to pony up the money for the arena.
Yeah, and what I really love about that, we've already got the Coyotes. Bring the Diamondbacks here.
Yeah,
there's snakes up here. We can call them the Salt Lake Diamondbacks. Probably
they won't be the Coyotes.
They won't be the Coyotes because we'll cover that in a minute. There. Let's go ahead and hit this comment real quick. What's your vote on the NHL name? Mine is the Black Diamonds or Stonecutters. One of the funnier suggestions I saw were the polygamists. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, I saw some renderings on KSL for this. Thank you again, McKinley Coulter, on this one. What's your take on a name? If you were to pick a name right now, what would you say it would be?
I have not thought about that.
I'll tell you what mine is. Utah Raptors.
I have heard that one, and I do like the Raptors.
The Ogden Raptors were a baseball team, a minor league baseball team. There literally is a raptor called the Utah Raptor.
I like that.
I like Stonecutters. I do like the polygamists. That'd be pretty funny. Black Diamonds are cool, though. I like that idea because, again, the skiing and everything. You have Black Diamonds. You could play with a little bit with that,
I think the uniforms would be awesome on Black Diamonds.
So why is the team name not coming with us?
The team name's not coming with because they agreed to allow the Arizona owner. He retains all of the naming rights, all of the logos, and then he's got 5 years to pretty much get the team back off the ground, and he's the first option for expansion.
Yes. Now it's not a sign sale. He gets first bid for an expansion team.
Correct.
If he is able to purchase the land and build the facility, he's got 5 years to get that done.
And that's the only reason he would agree to sell the team back to the NHL.
We talked about this before, and this is another reason why I'm in love with the idea. We're not getting an expansion team, man. We're getting an actual full-fledged team.
Absolutely.
I looked at the roster a little bit. We actually have some good talent there. We have a decent picks coming up over the next couple of years. There is a good chance that this is not going to be like perennial Colorado Rockies. We're not getting the Oakland A's. We're getting the bottom feeder team that no one wants. I think a big problem with this team has been the ownership. The ownership just did not want to invest in this team. I could see, they've let 3 or 4. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong on this one. But goalies go because they didn't want to pay them the $4 million. They want to keep around 400,000.
Yeah,
they want to keep them. So I think just right ownership, is basically what all this team needs. Arizona Coyote fans or Yote fans out there, are you still going to follow this team if they relocate to Salt Lake City, or are you just going to hold out until you guys get an expansion team down there? I do want to let you know they're in good hands here in Salt Lake City. We'll know that we take on professional teams very passionately.
Open arms. Absolutely.
Open arms, ready to go. Just look at the Real Salt Lake here. They haven't done anything in a decade. And yet they still pack the south end of the valley like crazy. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know in the comments down below, folks. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your take is on this whole thing. This moves very quickly. It literally happened in 2 weeks. From the last time we talked to now, all happened.
It was like there was a new headline on it every single day.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Let us know in the comments down below, folks, what you would be your choice for the name for the new Salt Lake City / Utah NHL professional hockey team coming next year to the state. We want to hear it from you guys. Let us know in the comments down below what your pick is when it comes to that. Also, keep in mind, folks, we are on the grind to 1,000 subscribers. We are about 200 short. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have not yet, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the giveaway that we're giving. We're doing $500 giveaways. We're giving away the first $500 we earn in AdSense revenue back to our subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you smash that like button. We really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel.
And if you guys are watching on YouTube, on one of our short videos, this is available as a podcast, wherever you get your audio, and there should be a link to this playlist right here.
With all that said, folks, my name is Darren. That is AJ, and this has been the DNA Sports Recap.
Till next time.